Assalamualaikum, it's Maritsa. So, welcome to my homeschooling life. In this video, you're going to see me walking around Bandung, greeting all the cats I met on the street, and yapping or telling story for the next 17 minutes. So let's begin. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to go on a morning walk in Summarakon, Bandung. Gladly, it's not that far from my house. It takes around 15 minutes for me to get there, so I get on my motorcycle. By the way, I'm a high school senior in PKBM Ahsani. PKBM Ahsani is a non-formal educational institution in Bandung. It's not exactly homeschooling in traditional sense because it's more structured, legal and organized, but for the sake of simplicity and because PKBM Ahsani is a full-time workout, so let's just call it homeschooling. I joined Ahsani when I started middle school. At first, it was actually because of my health concern. I was preparing for homeschooling because of cancer. But Alhamdulillah, I recovered before even starting. So instead of homeschooling being my backup plan, it became the path that shaped who I am today. My style of study is fully online. No uniforms, no rushing to beat traffic, no panicking because I forgot my ruler at home. And even though the classes are online, we met in person every 6 months or so for outings or educational visits, which always become little reset buttons for our motivation and friendships. Now I'm in Stadion Cimakar. I'm heading to my grandma's house. And see, here are some mama's cat. Take a good nap. If I list every single benefit, this video will turn into a documentary. But here's what I love about homeschooling. First, wonderful, kind, and patient teachers. Every teacher I've met in Ahsani has been so kind, patient, and understanding. They actually know what they're teaching, which, trust me, makes a world of difference. Yes, we could just search everything online, but let's be honest. YouTube explains things, but teachers explain the things at the perfect angle for our brain to understand. That's what makes learning feel meaningful and memorable. Second, reasonable amount of homework. One of the fears people have about homeschooling is that the assignments might pile up, but Asani gives just the right amount. I'm someone who's busy outside of school. My family organizes charity activities, and I study a lot of things on my own. So, having assignments that are manageable really helps me to stay balanced. Third, focus curriculum. Asani focuses on the most essential lessons. Not too many topics, not too few. Just enough for me to understand the foundation and still have time to explore the thing I personally love. Like cooking. I'm making bolo ketan hitam and bolo pisang, by the way. Here are the two recipes. You can try them out. It's lovely. I just remember I don't have santan for my recipe, so I go to the nearest warung, get two, and let's continue. 4. Time flexibility. This is the golden benefit. We only have one online meeting per week. The rest of the time is flexible. This gives me the space to explore the world, learn new skills, create projects, and take care of my family. I'm an only child, my dad works abroad, and spending time with my mom is something I truly value. I can visit my grandma more often, stay close to my family, and just live. I always choose transparent container like this so I can see that everything is fully mixed. Finally, let's pour the batter into the mold. I put a layer of oil first just so everything won't get sticky. And there's no measurement, I just eyeball it. Hopefully, everything will pretty much be the same size. These molds are so cute, but takes quite a lot of passion to clean it. But it's worth it. For the bolo pisang, I only fill up half of the mold. But for the bolo ketan hitam, I pour almost full. This recipe is super easy because you don't need the oven. I use dandang to steam all the cakes, and it takes around 10 minutes for them to get all done. After waiting for a while, you can check if the cake's ready by sticking a wooden stick or bamboo stick, and if the stick come out clean, that's mean your cakes is fully cooked. This one is split it into two, but that's fine, it won't change the taste. So let's try them. Not bad. This is the next day, and I'm just trying to enjoy my morning snacks. Not quite a breakfast, beside the rice field. So beautiful. MashaAllah. Okay, now let's continue. 5. Friendships and community. One thing people get wrong is thinking homeschooling makes you lonely. Well, my experience, the complete opposite. Everyone I've met in Ahsani, teachers, friends, teammates, are warm, kind, supportive, and respectful. Our conversations are uplifting, meaningful, and sometimes funny, but never in a way that makes anyone uncomfortable. You can see me obviously struggling, but yeah. I had the honor of leading several study projects, and they were the easiest teams to work with. Nobody tried to escape responsibilities, and we all genuinely wanted to do our best together. During our outings, we met inspiring professionals, architects, chefs, entrepreneurs, doctors, all working successfully while keeping Islamic values at the center. Seeing that kind of role model is something I don't take for granted. I am so into Audic Online nowadays. It's super easy and convenient, and all of the drivers are super kind and respectful. This is the first time I came to this building, and I really should know this place earlier. This is such a nice place to study and work. The bunch of books available, obviously, it's a library. Some of the books that spark my interest is about Romusha and Saddam Hussein. This is also about Usman bin Affan. I literally cried just by reading few pages. And Saturday, the library only open for half a day, and it's actually just a perfect time for me to get a lunch. But I spot this park, Sister City Park, and no one's there, so it's perfect place for me to film. And now I'm lost in Periplus. I really want this book, Immune. But see the price? Ah! No. I'm sad. This is my dream book. If you probably want to get me a birthday present, you can can probably get me that. And I love this girl so much, Vanessa Van Edwards, but I check the price and probably later. It's only a few minutes walk from the library to the restaurant, and I finally arrived. Here are the menu. Okay, now number 6. Space for creativity. Homeschooling gives me a room to express myself through art vid project, web explanations, and all sorts of creative assignments. I love that my teachers trust me to shape the result in my own way. In my previous school, some of my different approaches were rejected. I bring some of my bolo pisang in the box so they don't get squished to share to some people around. I gave some of my banana cakes to Mang Ojo, but I'm too shy to record it, so yeah. Continue to the story. I remember got my math assignment cancelled by my teacher because I solved it in different formula. It's pretty understandable, but I'm quite sad. I'm visiting Masjid Salman Itebe, but I couldn't get in because I'm on my period. So I'm just here to fill in my bottle of water. Hello, another mama cat.
Santo Borromeos. This is where I was born.
And yeah, in Ahsani, they appreciate those differences. Sometimes even celebrate it because they turn out more efficient than the instructions. That kind of support builds confidence. This drink tastes so good. You can see my expression. Whoop, yes. Okay, some on my fingers. Uh-oh. No tissue anywhere. Anything to wipe it. Oh, by the way, the color of the drinks and my nail kinda match. Time to warm up before a long reading session. Here we go. Yep. Now, let's talk about the challenges. Of course, homeschooling isn't all sunshine and rainbow, perfectly organized like Google Drive folders. It has been 20 minutes by the way, so I need a little stretch. I'm getting sleepy, honestly. Disciplines, the forever challenge. Oh, but wait. Why is my bottle of water? What? No, no, what? Where did I put it? No way. Where is it? Wait. Oh yeah, I left it in Salman Itabe. Forever. I get it later. My hand feels so dry, so I put on some hand lotion. Being disciplined, it's something I always work on. Homeschooling gives you freedom, which means you must decide your priorities. Yeah, I cut up the tube into two. There's still plant inside, look at it. I'm so proud of myself. Plus, it makes the packaging shorter. See? And sometimes my brain is like, should I study for exam tomorrow? Or should I learn about why hammerhead shark have hammerhead shaped head? Guess which one wins more often than it should. But I'm learning to understand my flaws, set priorities, and study regularly in shorter sessions. It's much healthier than cramming at midnight and regretting all of my life choices the next morning. Another challenge is not pushing myself too hard. I can be perfectionist. So learning to say, I did my best today and that's enough is also part of my study journey. I give myself solo dates now to reflect, breathe, observe life, and remind myself that not everyone needs to be rushed. And yes, that is it. Let's reflect and conclude everything. Homeschooling has shaped me in ways I'll always be grateful for. It taught me to be independent, thoughtful, disciplined, still learning though, and more aware of myself and my surroundings. It allows me to grow at my own pace. It gave me the flexibility to explore the world around me and the world inside me. It taught me how to learn, not just what to learn. And most importantly, it reminded me that every blessing, even the ability to study at home with all these facilities, is rare and precious. Not everyone gets this chance. I'm grateful for my teachers, friends, and family, and this entire community that helps me grow. If I could go back in time, I would just homeschool again, every single time. Homeschooling made my learning more meaningful. And in the end, I guess we'll all grow in our own ways, like a recipe that slowly finds its perfect balance, a train that moves at its own speed but still arrives where it's meant to be, and a cat that learns the word one quiet step at a time. This journey taught me that learning isn't just about finishing a curriculum, it's about shaping who I am today, patiently, steadily, and with a little curiosity along the way. Thank you and bye. Wassalamualaikum. Oh, I'm so tired. Gosh, what a long day.